Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of the Eastern Iowa Community College Clinton Regional Development Corporation collaboration, interviewing those human resource professionals that are working to support their workforce during the COVID-19 pandemic. It's important that we get their insights so they can share that information with their peers. Today, we're joined by Chris Caves, again from Eastern Iowa Community College. Chris, thanks for joining us.
Hey, it's a pleasure to be on again today.
And we have Regina Lehman, HR Manager for Sethness here in Clinton, Iowa. Regina, thank you so much for joining us.
Thanks so much for asking me.
Yeah, so how have you been doing? It's crazy, right? I mean, things
Yes.
are a lot different today, but how are you and Sethness dealing with the COVID-19 pandemic?
Well, honestly, it's been a day-by-day kind of thing. It's been so, like they said in the beginning, this is a very fluid situation, and it certainly has been that. So we take guidance from the CDC for the most part, but our parent company, Roquette, is also providing guidance. So it's been kind of a balance act in a way of trying to do the right things, but we've done a lot of things and it changes almost every day.
So when we talk about workforce morale, is there anything you guys are doing specifically to ensure those that continue to come in have a good frame of mind moving forward?
Well, we are going to, but before the end of this month, our employees are going to receive a recognition bonus on their paychecks. And this goes to all employees, not just the ones that come to work every day. We feel that everybody is doing their part to help us through this situation. So, you know, we have people working from home. We have people who have adjusted their work schedule so we don't overlap our shifts, and we have so they changed their schedule. We have people coming to work. We have people who, we've asked because of various situations going on at home to stay home until we get more information on what's going on. So, I mean, everybody's doing their parts and a sacrifice on everybody here at the company. So we're going to recognize everybody for that.
Absolutely. Now, I said this before, my mom is a human resource professional. She's been in the profession for over 20 years. I know her workload has been kind of stressful, right? So how are you doing as an HR professional?
I have to say, honestly, I leave here some days feeling, like I'm just losing it. And I come back every day with a new outlook. I try to come in here and think, okay, today's going to be a good day. Whatever comes my way, we'll get through it. So you just have to keep that in mind that it's going to be different every day. Every situation is different. You just take one step at a time. So the stress level is a little high, but I try to keep it in check. It's really hard.
Yeah. And is that advice that you would give to your peers in the human resource profession, is really just to kind of take it day by day? It's good to be able to plan, but also you got to take care of yourself, right?
That's right. I do think about it a lot over the weekends, and we just got off of a weekend. So I did have phone calls over the weekend with some situations here. But you can't let it consume you and yes, you have to have things in place, and we put everything in place that we possibly can to protect our employees. But everything is different. Every situation has been different. So you just have to not obsess over it. Just take one day at a time and take every situation one at a time. That's basically it.
Now, I'll punt this over to Chris, but as we look at workforce moving forward, this isn't going to be our new normal forever, right? This is temporary. So there's going to be time where we get back into full-blown production, and we got to make sure that the workforce is available to support our needs and demands as employers. So, Chris, what questions would you have for Regina regarding workforce?
Yeah, there's a couple just different situations and populations that are affected by this pandemic, Regina. And if I'm thinking about people who were recently displaced from their jobs, maybe they worked in the hospitality industry, what advice might you be giving someone who's at home right now trying to wrap their head around what a prospective job search looks like, and maybe some things that they can be thinking about if they want to re-enter maybe a manufacturing industry?
Well, flexibility is key right now. So being flexible and being able to, you may not find the perfect position, and
Mm-hmm.
you just have to be flexible with the workforce and the employers out there, because we're all trying to get through this. So being flexible, I would say, somebody in the hospitality, if you're looking at somebody in that industry, I mean, customer services and communication, that is huge. So those are great tools to, sell yourself when you're looking for a position. Those are things that I think that gives them an advantage in the workplace, no matter where they work. Even in manufacturing, I would be touting those skills. I don't know if I can offer any other advice, but I think just, hang in there and be persistent, and you'll find something.
No, I appreciate, Regina, that you've actually mentioned the value of transferable skills. So if you were a manager in a retail store, you've got some great leadership skills that would be transferable into a manufacturing role. And I appreciate that you pointed that out. That's going to be huge information for people. Now, if we talk about, Regina, students graduating from, college, community college, or high school right now, how can you share some of your optimism with them? What hope can you bring to them as they're looking at the next 3 to 6 months?
Well, I think right now, for people like coming out of college, I think about that. I have a daughter who's going to college. She's going to start college, and it's just a different world out there. But I would say they need to there's jobs out there. They may not be the exact thing that they went to school for, but I think they need to stay active, stay involved, join. If there's a way to get involved, there's not going to be meetings, but join organizations where they can network with people. Networking is huge. I mean, I can't say enough about that. So that's pretty much, I think, how I ended up where I am, is networking all of my positions. So tell the kids, tell these people coming out of college that they just need to stay connected and take positions that maybe they wouldn't have normally taken, because I think it's important to build a resume, and those transferable skills that we just talked about, they can transfer. The skills may transfer. It may not be the exact apple to apple position, but stay current, stay on top of things.
That's really great advice from our last interview with Erin from Nestle. We had the same conversation, and then she shared out on LinkedIn just a bulletin saying, hey, we're hiring. And then I multiplied that and shared it with my network, and I know Andy did too. So I think, to your point about networking, how valuable a resource LinkedIn could be in establishing those virtual relationships right now.
Exactly. Yeah. Yep.
Extremely important. Well, we like to keep these interviews short and sweet for those that are busy, can digest the content and apply some of the insights and advice to their current work plan or their future work plan. So Regina, thank you so much for being on the show today. We appreciate it.
Well, thank you for asking me. And I'm here too. If anybody out there sees this video and wants to reach out to me, just call Sethness Products here in Clinton, Iowa, and I'd be more than happy to talk to you about your future and just talk if you want to talk.
Yeah,
I like to talk, so.
That's what I love about this, Chris.
Awesome.
Chris knows that I just thrive off of communication and connection with other human beings. And I love that the human resource professionals that we've been able to interview have really shared the fact that there is a resource, right? We have some that have been in the career field for a very long time, and then we have some that are brand spanking new into human resource. And what a difficult time to get into the profession during this pandemic. Thank you so much. Chris, do you have anything else before we close it out?
No, today was a great conversation, Regina. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
All right. Again, my name is Andy Sokolovich from the Clinton Regional Development Corporation. That's Chris Cates from Eastern Iowa Community College. Thank you again for joining us. We'll talk to you guys soon. See ya.